I'm a Taurus, Daddy Taurus. Welcome to your funny and your favorite Armenian guy and son. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. My cutie patootie looking all this so yummy. I'm so honored and humbled to have you here. Thank you for being here. Now, this is going to be your reading from July 7th to the 13th. And in this reading, dear Taurus, we're going to see what happened in the past, current situation, and the upcoming future, as well as the main challenge, energy. I will clarify all the cards, get some final advice, and pull some messages of love. Hopefully that you have been doing well, my dear Taurus. I miss you so much, and thank you for all your kind words and all your support. So let's get into your reading. Now, these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. Okay, so your main challenge here for the upcoming week is the Ten of Swords. And Taurus, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. So for some of you, I feel like, you're finally coming out of some sort of a painful situation, an ending that, ended very painfully, very badly for you. There is this sense of betrayal, this sense of pain. You might have experienced this recently, or maybe this is just some sort of a situation that might have come into your heart quite often sometimes. So I do strongly feel like here that for many of you, you might be in this place of like, I really, really want to work things out. I really want to proceed forward, but I have to kind of maybe disconnect from a situation. I feel this pain in my heart that I have to deal with. You have either done that already and you're finally closing a cycle, or you're just like, in the process of it. So we're going to find out to see what this is about. Now, in the recent past, you have the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Possibly you were dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, another Taurus, or Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So in the recent past, there was something here that was not healthy, okay? There was a very strong connection that's undeniable, very strong sexual connection between you and this person, attraction. There also could have been an age difference between you and this person, okay? Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, two different ages, two different characters. Even cultures also. So we're going to find out to see what happened. In the present moment, you have the King of Cups, the Justice, and the Four of Cups. So in the present moment, some of you are either fighting some sort of a legal battle. This is just only for very few of you. And you're wanting to come out of a situation. But other than that, I am strongly getting here that for many of you, dear Taurus, you're in this situation of wanting to bring balance. Or is this somebody that's trying to maybe become emotionally available? This is somebody that might have rejected you in the past. And they want to make up for this. Because I see here Three of Cups coming up here in the near future. Somebody here is offering you a brand new beginning with the Ace of Wands, and there is the Three of Cups. Ace of Wands is my favorite card, one of my favorite cards. And if you know, you know. And then Eight of Swords in the near future, some sort of a situation that something needs to be come under the light, okay, for you to see where you're headed to. Because this connection with this person might have been quite tumultuous, okay, and kind of almost like I'm getting this tormenting energy. So let's clarify and let's find out to see what this is about. Even the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I got you. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords, my dear Taurus. By the way, Mama Taurus and Daddy Taurus, for those of you who have been with me for a long time, or those who have really, really known me, yes, based on popular demand, I am bringing the new costumes. I'm bringing new costumes for the month of July very soon. So hold on to your seats because I'm about to serve and to slay. So let's get into your challenge. Why is the Ten of Swords here the challenge for you for the upcoming week? The Ten of Swords here is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. And then Two of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you are in a situation where you want to decide if you're going to move on by yourself or you're going to give it a second chance. I see here some sort of a conversation, something here that's going to take place whether you want it or not. Somebody here is very much determined to come forward to you and to talk to you. King of Cups energy, Nine of Cups energy. There is a sense of, almost wanting to bring medicine to your pain. Medicine. Okay, medical assistance. Medicine to your pain. This person sees you hurting. Okay, this person and you might have been in isolation for quite some time, and there is a desire to bring healing into this. Now, let's talk about the recent past here. And the challenge here is whether you want it or not, or whether you want to accept it or not. Somebody seems to be very determined about that. So in the recent past, let's clarify the devil. It's clarified by the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so even the cards are legit telling me that something here hurts you at a very, very deep level. Mama Taurus and Daddy Taurus, I'm sending you a big hug. Something here was very painful. Could have been issues around money, long distance, could have been, this sense of like, I don't know if I'm ready for this relationship. Some of you could have been involved with another person, yet you still met this person and maybe fell in love. Whatever your situation here is, I see your hands being very much tied up in the recent past. Although there was a very strong sexual connection between you and them, you have the devil here, Capricorn energy in the recent past. So let's clarify the Page of Cups here in the recent past. I strongly feel like here that some of you might have dealt with somebody that there were just different emotional levels, different, you were at a different healing phase in your life and the other person as well. So the Page of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. And then the moon here at the bottom of the deck again. So this is talking about some sort of doubts and fears surrounding this person and this connection. You and this person might have come from two different cultures and backgrounds. This is something that you might have manifested into your life. This is something that you have called into your life, or you fell in love with this person. However, here with the Knight of Pentacles, this is a very kind of a standstill energy, like really not knowing which direction this is going to go, if you guys are going to move forward together or not. It's like, yeah, you fell in love, but what's next? Okay, because this is the only horse, this is the only knight in tarot, okay, that's standing still. It's not a question, it's not a matter of bad or good or bad. It's just something that was just standing still. And you were questioning, where is this going? The Queen of Pentacles here in the recent past. Your energy, let's clarify that. What did I say? Two of Swords in the recent past. Okay, Two of Swords here is talking about indecision, uncertainty also for many of you, clarified by the Two of Swords, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, and Page of Cups, and Six of Wands. What you wanted with this person was actually to get into an exclusive relationship, committed relationship. And there is this energy of you and this person actually like not being on the same page, okay? The Hierophant is you in the middle. In the recent past, you basically ultimately were looking forward to that level of commitment, that sense of commitment, which is something that was missing out. And I do strongly feel like here that for many of you, you were in this place of, I think career, money, mega house is very much important for me. If I'm going to focus on career and money, that's what I'm going to do. So you committed yourself to something profound. You started maybe working, maybe making more money, being in this place of like, I'm gonna take care of myself. There was this energy of you disconnecting and committing to your own self, starting nurturing yourself, maybe meditating more, maybe doing more breath work and taking care of yourself. So in the present moment, let's talk about the present moment. Coffee, sip, iced coffee. In the present moment, Knight of Cups. Somebody here is preparing something. Somebody here is wanting to do something. Okay, the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this person actually is still holding on to this connection. Whether you know it or not, whether you want it or not, it doesn't matter the circumstances. This person is still holding on to this connection. If in the past this person was in the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, not moving forward, not rushing into this. But when you look at this now, you see that there is the rushing. They're rushing into having a conversation because they're holding on to this connection. It's like somebody here is in their feelings. You see what I'm saying? Somebody here is in their feelings. They're feeling themselves and they want to bring balance and peace into this connection. By the way, this seems to be the same person who might have rejected you. Now, in the present moment, the Justice is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. And then there is the King of Swords. Some of you are dealing with Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Basically, a lot of the other signs, sprinkle. But the Justice, Wheel of Fortune, yeah, karma. And this is actually, this is good karma. This is the good karma in a way that whatever you're going through right now and you don't know about how this is actually going to end up, this pain, what's going to end up happening after that, somebody here is actually very much determined to move towards you and to make justice, okay, with the justice here, the scales, bringing balance into this relationship, into this connection. And yes, there is this energy of you might be saying, you know what, I don't want this anymore, I'm done. I've been going back and forth for too long and I'm not so sure about this situation. So let's clarify the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is clarified by the Hermit. So I'm saying going inwards, separation, isolation. By the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. A lot of you are still healing from something. This could be financial difficulties and obstacles. Maybe somebody here took money from you. Maybe there was a situation where you just couldn't see where this was gonna go. Some of you are also healing abandonment wounds. Yeah. The Tower moment has caused a lot of sadness. Even the cards are literally confirming that. 11-11 on the timers, I'm saying this. So Taurus, some sort of a situation that has come to an end. Tower moment came to an end. It collapsed down. And a lot of you here, the Moon, again, have a lot of anxiety about this person's commitment to you or vice versa. You do know that this person loves you and there is a lot of love between you and them, but you want to make sure that, when you accept this offer, that, when it comes towards you, you are not in this place of 10 of Wands. You don't have to carry the same burdens, and there is a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders right now, okay? You got a lot on your plate. You might have a child that you are taking care of for some of you. Okay, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm getting here a child. Okay, Aries energy at the bottom. Seven of Cups. Maybe this person also might have treated you like an option in the past, or maybe kept their options open, but now they're wanting to make an offer. And this is going to happen whether you know it or not, because there is a determination for a reunion potentially that's going to happen in the near future. A lot of the receipts that I have, I post them on my Instagram or on the community, how people actually got back with their families and things like that. So I'm happy to share those. And I want the same thing for you. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Four of Wands, which is talking about family, reunion, relationship, successful ending. Queen of Pentacles, the Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius also. Okay, I'm getting an Aquarius energy here as well. So I do strongly feel like here that many of you, this person is actually aiming to bring resolution, conflict resolution between you and them. Not, male or female, doesn't matter. Family is at the core of this relationship. Desire for marriage is at the core for this relationship, because eventually this person is going to do their step. They're going to do their own thing. They're very determined. Ace of Wands, okay, to offer you that Ace of Wands and the brand new beginning. So I just saw the Lovers. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. What is this new beginning exactly about for Taurus? The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Five of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, and Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Taurus, this has to do a lot with this person realizing and recognizing that the longer they wait and the longer they delay this process of coming towards you and talking to you and having a conversation, right? Delay, hangman energy, the more they're going to be in this place of loneliness and isolation. Even it may seem like, oh yeah, they're doing great, they're with somebody else, they're not happy. This person is not at their best. They're wanting and desiring a reunion with you. Number one, Ace of Wands, okay? So a desire here for communication, desire here to make things work. And also, moreover, with the High Priestess, I do strongly feel like here that there is this sense of strong spiritual connection between you and this person. There is some sort of a truth that's going to be set, that's going to come to the surface, and you're going to know about it, okay? Something here maybe you couldn't see in front of you. I see here some sort of truth, coming to the surface. So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Sun. And then there is the Justice. Again, my cards are always on point. If you know tarot cards, if you know this is going to make sense. Remember when the Justice was also in the present moment, Libra energy. Some sort of a good karma. If this karma means you finding out the truth and then making a decision, that's another story. But I see here in the near future, so first of all, Seven of Swords is the card of lies, deception, dishonesty. We're not here to put our fingers on other people, on other signs, but I do see here whatever it is that you couldn't see, Seven of Swords, okay? The Sun could be a Leo, Six of Swords. Somebody here is wanting to open up to you and tell you the truth. Something here that you have been wanting to come out, to the truth, to be revealed, that's actually coming to the surface. That's basically that's coming to the surface and that's being revealed, and you're finally going to be able to see the truth. Okay, whatever the situation here is, I am strongly getting that this is going to bring a lot of relief to you. You're like, finally I know the truth. However, let's see what is the advice for you. Let's find out the advice. So let's see what is the advice here for you, dear Taurus. By the way, I'm bringing the costumes back. Did I say that? I did say that. Yes. Six of Pentacles. Okay, I must say something. You know your sun. I gotta speak my mind. This King of Pentacles represents Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. He's really hot. I like the jawline. I gotta be honest with you. This is a very beautiful deck. Out of all the kings, I like this one. King of Wands. A King of Cups is fine too. Here is a King of Cups. This is a King of Cups. I just gotta be honest with you. But the King of Wands, okay, like strong earth energy, very determined. Like I'm a rich-ish. You know what I'm saying? I got a mega house, I got a mega church, I got a mega business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, sorry, it was just something I had to say. Like, I love this deck. Okay, so the advice here, Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is you. Whether you want it or not, whether you know it or not, there is communication. There's communication headed towards your way. And then there is the Page of Wands. Someone here is preparing something, preparing a speech, communication, conversation that's going to take place between you and them. The advice here for you is going to be, look, Taurus, this was your challenge for the upcoming week. We are not going to sit here and pretend that the pain didn't happen, the betrayal wasn't there. Whatever the situation was, it caused you a lot of pain. You're either giving up on this connection or you're going to give it a go. And we are in the Mercury retrograde, pre-shadow, shadow, and then we're going to get into this further, right? So it's just coming up, people resurfacing, people coming back from the past, and a lot of conversations and communications going on. It's important to slow down and, to really hear each other out. So the advice here for you is going to be, when this conversation comes and this truth comes out, what are you going to do? My dear Taurus, this is something that I've learned recently. It's one thing to want to know the truth. It's another thing to be ready to hear the truth. And that's a decision that you're going to want to make. And now allow me, okay, so hold on. Let me get the messages of love. Let me just, I'm going to talk about this in a second, in a few minutes. But let's see for you about manifestation and all of that. So let's see what is the messages of love. Go slow, right? Go slow. Take time to get to know each other, because this situation here, when there might have been a gap between you and this person, you're going to need to go slowly. Like I said, slowly and not rushing into it. Chemistry, okay, the attraction you feel is mutual. So, and you have here and now. Your true love is already part of your life. So this is somebody that you definitely already know. And I do strongly feel like here that the most important thing here for you is going to be just slowing down, hearing them out, and then making the decision. Because the communication that comes in is going to reveal something to you eventually. Okay, so dear Taurus, let's talk about how your personality creates your personal reality. I already told Capricorn about this. We're going to need to talk, give me 3 to 5 minutes and I'll share something very profound for you. So, your personality creates your personal reality. I have attended to Dr. Joe Dispenza's 2 retreats, and I'm going to the 3rd one in Nashville in September, in Nashville, Tennessee. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, he talks about how our personality creates our personal reality, and our personalities consist of our feelings, thoughts, emotions, internalized beliefs, right? Imagine there was an event that happened in our past, and that event was basically a screenshot, a snapshot of a specific situation which was frozen and kept in our memory, and that traumatic experience caused us to feel a certain way. Our brain started manufacturing certain emotions and feelings, and that emotions got stuck in our body. So could we say that when we think about those thoughts, when we think about the ex, the situation, the lack, and all of these things, we produce and manufacture the same emotions in our body every day, right? Every single day when we think about that. So could we say that we're actually living in the past, that we are victims and prisoners of the past, and if we take the past and put it all the way in front of the present moment, the future, we actually are still living in the past, right? Been there, done that. All of us have been there. So he talks about how important it is to become aware of the precious present moment, okay? Sorry, a little sucks, the writing, whatever, but the message is important. And I know that you value this kind of information. So in the present moment, we become conscious of our unconscious behaviors, and we do that through meditation, breath work, journaling, transmutation. We change our energy and we change our lives. And we do that through becoming aware of our present moment, of our bodies. Okay, there is subconscious programming. What kind of family did we grow up? Did we grow up in a dysfunctional family? How was our first love, our relationship? What were our parents talking about? Like, how were our parents talking about money, right? And things like that. Ever since we were growing up, we adopted certain beliefs, and then eventually we were living according to the Newtonian world, living by cause and effect. But now Dr. Joe encourages us to actually change that and create the shift within ourselves and become free and cause and effect. Cause and effect. So you meditate, you increase the vitality of your heart, you increase your electromagnetic field, and you leave an electromagnetic signature in the quantum field. You want to attract soulmate and you want to attract love, you become love. You start feeling love. You got to be to attract that. Is somebody going to match my freak type of stuff? Frequency carries information. Frequency, there is infinite number of realities in the quantum field. That's a real thing. This is science and spirituality, okay, weaved into together. There is infinite number of frequencies, and when you tune into that, it's like a radio station. You tune into that frequency of love, abundance, blessing, right? And you start becoming that. That information comes into your mind, into your heart. You start embodying that version of you. And then your 3D reality is actually malleable. And then you start to attract and draw the experience towards you. And you collapse time and space by doing that. So all in all, what I'm saying here is that basically through breath work, also one more thing, when I do the breath work, I sit up straight and I bring up the air all the way up from my 7 energy centers all the way up to my brain, and I press and I push that air against my pineal gland, which is the size of a bean and a rice. Pineal gland, it is actually your radio receiver that connects you to the other dimensions beyond time and space. And that's where you're able to connect to the consciousness and to the divine. And when I do that and I hold the breath a few times and I release it, my body actually naturally produces the chemicals for me to feel euphoric and to feel like I'm high and I'm just in bliss. Okay, that's why people ask me, are you high? Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm on high frequency. Okay, I'm vibrating high, man. I'm high on life, man. So I'm saying, so basically you transmit the energy, the stack up emotions of guilt, shame, pain, lack. You transmit all of that and bring it up and you transmute it, because energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can be only transmuted, right? So you become present in the present moment. You take your attention away from the bills, from the past, from the people, from everyone around you, from the news, right? Because the moment we wake up, the world wants to program us. This whole freaking matrix wants to program us. We need to get out of that, okay? We need to become aware and wake up. And basically, we become aware of the present moment, okay? Journaling is very important. Breath work is so important. And then you change your personality. You start adopting new emotions, new feelings. And the more you do that, the more you become this new version of you, the higher self, okay? And even Dr. Joe says, they ask him, do you react? He says, of course, do I react every single day? But through meditation, we're able to shorten that amount of time of how long we're going to stay in that state of being. And remember, we don't change circumstances. We change states of being. What state of being are you embodying? Am I embodying? The state of being that has their person with them, that has a mega house, mega business, and is ultra successful. Because abundance is your birthright. Love is your birthright. Don't let the world or anybody else tell you otherwise. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share for now. I do talk a lot more about this on the membership. However, I'm bringing it out onto the main channel because I want to help you succeed, become successful, and level up. So, Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being in here and hearing me out. I love you. I hope that this message helped you and resonated. I will see you on the next one.